Hello, my name is Raymond Tran, and this video is for EE 4990 and undergraduate directed study class. I am currently interning at Jet Propulsion Laboratory as a hardware engineer. So how did I find this internship? This internship opportunity was offered to me by my mentor when they were scouting for students to intern at Jet Propulsion Laboratory. They were looking for students who were willing to work part-time for the year and is willing to learn about the job. He also said that during that internship there's going to be a learning curve, and if I'm willing to willing to undertake that learning curve. So how did I prepare for the interview? So there wasn't an official interview, but there was a call with my mentor. There was a call with my mentor. And before that call, I reviewed my notes from circuits analysis to memorize all the basic equation for electrical engineering, like voltage divider or Ohm's law. So during the interview, he asked me questions like if I knew anything about networking or cable harnessing, and my answer to those questions is that I didn't have any experience in networking and cable harnessing. He also asked me if I'm willing to learn about networking and cable harnessing, because he told me that those were one of the main things I'll be learning and experiencing in the internship. And my answer was yes, I was willing to learn about networking and cable harnessing. So how was the internship related to the EE curriculum and my specialty? So this internship was sort of related to my EE curriculum, because it was working with a lot of electrical equipment, and I was able to apply my knowledge in circuit analysis to build circuits and troubleshoot and test circuits. For my specialty, there wasn't much in my power engineer. The only thing that was related to power engineering, it was that the equipment was using an AC power source, and was converting AC to DC. So how did I benefit from this internship program? So from this internship program, I learned to use programs like SolidWorks, SimNX, Altium, Microsoft VCO, and AutoCAD. From those programs, I learned to create electric control enclosures, cable drawings, and PCB boards. So for the electrical enclosure, I use SimNX to build a 3D model of it, and is used to provide power to their equipment. And I learned to create a cable drawing, which was used to extend or use as an extension cable. And for the PCB, I created an isolation board which separates power from two different sources. So also from that internship, I learned to troubleshoot the equipment and learn how to use tools to troubleshoot those equipment. And some of the tools I learned to use were multimeter, to use to measure the voltage and resistance, and also learn how to use the oscilloscope and the probes. The probes were used to measure or capture signals that were coming in the equipment, and coming out the equipment. Also, I learned how to the probes were also used to measure the current flow going into the equipment. Also, using those same equipment I used, or same tools I used to test the equipment and perform a power on and power off test measurement. So to do a power off measurement, I basically use the multimeter to measure the resistance, and for power on, I use a multimeter to measure the voltage and oscilloscope to measure the signal that's coming out the equipment. Also, I learned how to lead technicians to rework cables and equipment at test bed venues. So yeah, that that is all I learned from that internship, and I hope they offer, or I hope I can learn more from that internship from now until the end of the program.